Hello, we're at the Manchester Film Festival with the writer-director of The Last Snob. Would you be able to give yourself a quick introduction and then also sort of tell us what this film is about?
Sure. So my name's Christina Anderson, and I'm a screenwriter by trade. And I decided I wanted to get into directing to hopefully one day be able to direct some of my scripts as well. And so this was my first foray into directing. I decided to make this short. A lot of the things I do are period pieces in writing. So I tried to find a contained period piece. So I found the story about Marguerite de la Roque, who was a Renaissance woman who gets stranded on the Isle of Dimon. So it was a period story, but with a very contained space to work with.
Yeah, amazing. I'm surprised to hear you say this is your first time directing, because it really didn't. It felt so accomplished and
Thank you. Well, I had a lot of people who were very experienced
yeah.
to make up for my lack of experience.
It looked amazing. It looked it looked like so lavish and sort of like it. Sorry, I'll start again. But it looked brilliant. I loved the way it was shot and the sort of set design and how it really felt like you were on that island.
Thank you.
When you were there. I wanted to see sort of, as it was your first time directing, how did you sort of find the whole experience of?
It was good. A little overwhelming. I love working with actors, but the whole set experience is very new to me as a writer who's usually alone in a room. So, but it was a very good experience, and yeah, I look forward to hopefully doing more and getting out of my writing room more often.
Yeah, good. There was some really cool themes in the film, sort of about self-reliance, which is sort of something that's actually come up quite a lot in the shorts that we're doing in the session today. So you'll see some more about that. But is that something that's sort of come from like a personal place of yours, of where you sort of feel like you've had to do everything by yourself? Yeah.
The way the story, I think, was birthed was the idea of this woman being labeled and just judged for where she came from, where she was, how she was born, what she looked like, and that really not being who she was. But in a way, she accepted it. And so once she's taken away from that space, when she's out of France and she's alone on the island, then she gets to reconstruct herself. So I guess it's a little bit of a fantasy of what I think maybe everyone would like to do, just take away everything you think about yourself and see who you really are.
I think in my personal fantasy, I think it would be a little bit nicer scenarios, if, maybe not stranded on a desert island, but
she does get rescued. Spoiler alert, but yes, that's true. It's a true story, and it's true story. Based on a true story, and she really did get rescued at the end of it. I was a little bit harder on her and a little easier on her, which some of the elements as well too.
I guess the sort of final question before we wrap up so we can go and watch the film upstairs is, are you planning to sort of put this out anywhere, or have you got places lined up where you want to see it? And then also, are you working, I know you said you're working on a feature.
I have no plans.
No plans.
So yeah, we screened in LA and now we're here. So no plans after this, but yeah, I'd like to have it on a platform just so everyone can see it. But yeah, I also have intentions of eventually writing the feature version of this as well. So,
okay,
yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.